Here in Miami, Lone Depot Park, interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Chicago White Sox taking on the Miami Marlins. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. We're all all right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And getting the start for Miami, Jansen Junk. What do you have on him, Siggy?
Well, they're going with the opener in this one, so this is an interesting look. He's probably only going to pitch an inning, maybe two at the most, and it's going to be unconventional. I think he's going to pitch backwards, more off speed, and then fastballs late.
Chase Mydra leading things off and takes a strike.
Got to be careful here. This is the type of hitter that can punish you, even with pitches outside the zone.
Tap back to the mound. Lopez throws to first in time. Quick recovery from the misplay pays off for the out. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
2 down, base is empty. Now it's the rookie first baseman, Munetaka Murakami. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Sliced hard but foul. Goes down looking. And now the Marlins will have a crack at things. No score. Back after this on the show. We go to the bottom of the first. Getting the start for the Chicago White Sox, Jonathan Cannon. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Leading off
Xavier Edwards now at the plate.
Number 9, Xavier Edwards.
Next offering is fouled back. The 0-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Here's the 0-2. Line drive. And foul ball. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Got him. One away. Heriberto Hernandez, the next up for the Marlins. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. A little out front there as he swings through it. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
The hitter early and off balance on that swing. If I'm the pitcher, I'm taking a little bit more off. See if you can get him to chase something in the dirt.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one, punching out the first 2 hitters of this ball game. And somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and get something going.
So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. So up next, Kyle Stowers. And a big swing and a miss. In the dirt, blocked. Ramirez, the runner at first with 2 gone. Flares it into the outfield. And that'll do it. Back here at Lone Depot Park, top of the second, Colson Montgomery steps to the plate for the White Sox. Right through there for a strike. Montgomery getting to start at shortstop, batting in the cleanup spot, and his slugging percentage this season is right around .470. Check swing, and he went 0-2. The shortstop takes the ball. That one 95 to finish him off. And now it's Austin Hayes. 3 hits last night, so he was a big factor in getting that win. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. Dave Lawrence assigned to work home plate in this one.
Good umpire, Boog. Very fair, very consistent. Now, I did hear some feedback that he opens up the outside corner a little bit on left-handed hitters, which, you know, for me, I'd be kind of salty. So maybe something to keep an eye on and see if that factors into this one at all.
No score here in the second. Just missed.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. 2 outs, base is empty. So up next for Chicago, Luis Angel Acuna. Acuna went deep twice in his last game. On the ground. And that one finds its way through. And that keeps the inning alive.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
This one in the air, center field. And that's the 3rd out. The White Sox ready to go for the last half of the inning. And at the plate for Miami, Otto Lopez. Popped up. Mydroth under this one. Takes it in for the out. And the batter now, Jacob Marcy. Went deep in the ball game last night. Out towards right center field. Hayes has a beat on it. Out number 2. Next to hit, Christopher Morel. He was hitless in 4 at-bats yesterday. And that is that. Back here in Miami, all set for the start of the inning. Andrew Benintendi steps to the plate for the White Sox. That one fouled off. Benintendi, the former first-round pick, Golden Spikes Award winner.
Ball, that's inside. Nope, that's foul.
The 1-2 stays alive. Here's a 1-2. Struck him out looking, and that's 4 strikeouts. Derek Hill steps to the plate for the White Sox. And a foul ball. That one the other way, and foul ball. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Got him swinging on that pitch away to finish him off, but everything early in the at-bat was in tight. Really challenged him in there with some competitive pitches, not letting him get his hands extended, but of course that eventually opens up the outside part of the plate, and he just wasn't able to adjust.
2 down, nobody on. That one finds the zone. 0-2 now. Fair ball. Throws to second. There's the tag. They get him. And that's the inning. Set for the bottom of the third. And now for the Marlins, Graham Hawley. Swings through that one for strike one. And there's a fly ball deep right field. That one carrying. And in one hops the wall. Relay to second. The tag, and they cut him down going for 2.
Gotta love the hustle and the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. He was so close to being in scoring position.
Stepping in, Javier Sanoja. Up the middle, on the run, throw to first, and they get the out. Back to the top of the Miami order, Xavier Edwards, the next to hit. And first offering is fouled off. Still tied at 0, last of the third. Drilled in the air out towards right center. And that ends the inning. Start of the fourth. So up now for Chicago, Kyle Teal. That one's in there, and it's 0-1. Tap foul at the plate. The 0-2. Good job to fight that one off. And the 0-2. And he boots it. Gets off a throw. Too late, and the runner is safe, and the misplay costs him. Go ahead run on base. Munetaka, runner on the go. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. Ball comes in quickly, so despite the hit and run, it'll be runners at first and second. Colson Montgomery getting ready to hit. Swinging a foul out of play. The 0-1. High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run! He'll take a trot around the bases. Now at the plate, Austin Hayes. And there's your strike.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
On the ground to third. Zips it across, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Base hit center field. Continues his success here. He's back in the hit column. And here is Sosa to the plate. Foul ball. This one in the air. Hawley should have this one. And there's 2 down. Benintendi up here. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Acuna leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And that's a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Derek Hill steps to the plate for the White Sox. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Coming home. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single. It's 4-zip. Back to the top of the White Sox lineup. Chase Maidra digs in now. Check swing called strike. Strike 1.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out. Get as much as you can. Give him one of those tough innings where it's...
Liner, base hit. Here comes Benintendi around third. He'll score, and the lead is up to 5.
Comes through with the RBI. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field, so that definitely felt good.
Line drive, base hit. Hill around third. Now a long throw home. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. It's 6-0. So up next for Chicago, Munetaka, manager out of the dugout, and Thomas White will take over here, on for his major league debut, and a moment he will never forget.
Better believe that. It's always so special the first time you get into a big league ball game. I did it as a position player, but for him as a pitcher, I'm sure there's some nerves there. Probably don't want to squeeze the baseball too tight. Just relax and do what you're capable of doing. Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Morel moving under this one, and that is that. Ready to go, bottom 4. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Heriberto Hernandez. And that's a fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
And here is Agustin Ramirez. Ripped into left center for a base hit. Headed for the plate. He will score. It's an RBI single. It's 6-1. Kyle Stowers, the next up for the Marlins. He's 0 for 1. In the air, left field. And there's one away. 1 out, man at first. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Otto Lopez. He's 0 for 1. Hill on his way over. Stretches out and hauls it in. So digging in, Jacob Marcy. Flied to right his first time. That one way inside. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. Now it's going to be Christopher Morel. 0 for 1 so far. Two on, 2 outs. On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. They limit the damage here. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. Back here at Lone Depot Park. This offense has lifted them to a lead with plenty of hits so far in this one as we look at the spray chart.
Yeah, it looks like they've been spreading it out pretty well in this one, Boog. Spraying the ball all over the yard. Good team effort at the dish. You know, these White Sox really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in, so I'd say mission accomplished.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, that's not the best two-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
That one lifted to left. Stowers gets under it and makes the grab. And that is that. Back here in Miami, and at the plate for Miami, Graham Pauley. Foul ball there. And now the 0-1. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Here's the third baseman, Javier Sanoja. In the air, left side. Hill on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. One pitch and one out. So back to the top of the order. Here's the second baseman, Xavier Edwards. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy two. Over to second for one. What a double play that was. Welcome back as we look at the highlights from today's game so far. Now, Lenny Sosa.
The third baseman, Lenny Sosa.
Fastball for a strike.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Slides for the stop. Fires to first, and that's a great play for the out.
We saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great, reaction time was there, and the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
Benintendi now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. He's in at second with a one-out double.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Clips the corner. No balls, 2 strikes. He goes down looking.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
My draw. Can't hold up, and that's a strike. Line drive, base hit. Here comes Benintendi around third. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and it's now a 6-run lead. So a man at first. So up next for Chicago, Kyle Teal. And a foul ball. Ground ball to the right side. And that's just foul. On the ground, right side. Gets to it with a slide. Over to first. And he gets him. Nicely done. So they pick up a run. Back here at Lone Depot Park. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Heriberto Hernandez. Hard liner. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Now he'll turn for second. And he's got his second double of the game.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that.
I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you...
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And he's in safely at third with 1 out. Now the left fielder, Kyle Stowers.
The left fielder, Kyle Stowers.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Full extension, makes the catch. Runner tagging from third. He's in on the sacrifice fly. It's 7-2. 2 down, base is empty. Otto Lopez, the next up for the Marlins. Swing and a miss as that one was high.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
And there's a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. And now Jacob Marcy, 1 for 2. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. And that is that. They get a run. Back here in Miami, we go to the top of the 7th. Munetaka Murakami steps to the plate for the White Sox. And first offering is fouled off. Fought off foul. Oh, 2 now. Popped up to the left into foul ground near the fence. Has room and he makes the catch. Now it's the shortstop, Colson Montgomery. This one in the air center field. Marcy in position. And there are 2 outs. Austin Hayes will hit next. Laced into left. That's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Wastes no time there. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key.
That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. Get out of town.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
This looks like extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Right through there for a strike. And that's a little high.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a line drive, base hit into left field. Here's the throw to the plate. Tag, safe at home. And it's an 8-run lead. Derek Hill, the next to hit. That clears the zone. 0-1. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But, yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
They stopped the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Next to hit, Chase Mydroff. And he hits a ground ball right side on to first. Inning over. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
That's a ball.
up for the third time and takes ball one. Fouled off left side. Swing and a ball popped up. My drop settles underneath it. And there's one down. Graham Pauley getting ready to hit. He's 2 for 2. And that one fouled off. Tap foul at the plate. The Marlins with a lot of ground to make up here at the bottom of the 7th. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. And up next for Miami, Javier Sanoja.
Number 8, Javier Sanoja.
That one fouled off. Two down, nobody on. And that's the inning. Miami down. Back here at Lone Depot Park. We go to the 8th. Kyle Teal steps to the plate for the White Sox and immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Fastball for a strike at 95. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. One up, one down. And here's the first baseman, Munetaka Murakami. Fouled off to the right. This one in the air, center field. Stowers on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 2 up, 2 down. Now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Colson Montgomery. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce, and very nicely done for the out. Down in order. Bottom of the 8th. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Xavier Edwards. Hitting the air out to center field. Acuna in and to his right. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. One pitch and one out. At the plate, Heriberto Hernandez. On the ground to third. Slinging it to first in time. 2 outs, base is empty. Now here's the Marlins DH, Agustin Ramirez. High fly ball out to center field. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Back at the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season.
Austin Hayes. Now pitching for the
So the Marlins go with a new arm, Calvin Fauché.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
And that one ripped to left. 1 away. Luis Angel Acuna steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Last game, he couldn't miss. Today, same story, different chapter. Honestly, Boog, they should just walk this guy.
That's
He's
ball 2.
just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Next offering is fouled back. The 2-2. Ground ball,
Foul
left
ball.
side, and foul ball. Got it. That's the second out. 2 down, base is empty. Now the third baseman, Lenin Sosa. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Now the 0-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Had him out front for strike 3. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Number 63. He's making his second appearance of the season. Ground ball up the middle. Montgomery. And he's safe at first. Some strange defense there.
The batter, number 6.
The next up for the Marlins.
Otto.
1 for 3.
Lopez.
In the air, right field. And there's one down. 1 out, man at
next
first.
for the Marlins.
Jacob Marcy, the next up for the Marlins.
Marcy.
Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1. Line to left, and foul ball. Look out.
First base.
That fastball drilled him. Here in the bottom of the ninth, 1 out. Christopher Morel now at the plate. 0 for 3 in this one.
That's a ball.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Swings through that one out in front that time. And there's 2 away. So they're down to their final out. Next to hit, Graham Pauley. This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it. Two on, 2 outs. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And he's got it. Ball game. And the White Sox extend their winning streak to 5 in a row. 10-2 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.